The same way the dualistic of a man can never be twice pressed. Chairman, the thing they say, as you they come, the person get hidden demon.
I would want to know.
No, see.
Give you torture.
Nana Konedu,
Things that
I want to make sure that
gets you
I am
on
not
the nerves.
inheriting someone's demon too.
Okay.
Because
So you would want to talk to the person
Yes,
about it.
Grant,
But how do you know
everyone-
that whatever your partner or the
okay,
other
so
person
so
is
I'm
telling
coming.
you
Let's be realistic.
is the
here.
truth?
Everyone
let's
coming
be
has a
realistic
hidden
here.
demon.
Let's be
Right.
realistic.
And you
here.
know, before I forget this, I tell you what I want you to know.
Okay, so I'm coming. I'm not disputing what you guys are saying, but listen to this. Kobe, Nana Konedu, if you see a good thing, won't you see it?
Hey!
Physically, you should see it.
If things are working for you, won't you know?
You
Oh,
would
come
know.
Welcome back. Still Love City. My name is Anakunedu. Grab a popcorn, get a drink, invite a friend over, and watch the Love City with him or her. It could be your partner, right? I have a grandmaster in the studios with me, and I have Kobe. But before we get talking, a piece of me to you. True love doesn't just fill your heart. It overflows into your whole body and soul. True love doesn't just fill your heart. It overflows into your whole body and soul. Like we say on Love City, all you need is love. So love someone today. You won't regret it. Guys, Grandmaster,
Papa,
where have you been? I have missed you.
I've missed you too, same way.
Hey.
I've been around. I mean, it's the month of love. I'm trying to put my love life right.
Hey, love right to fall.
Of course.
Okay.
My love life looks like the Chelsea project these days.
Ah,
It's all over the place. We don't have a formula, so I'm trying to
Okay.
put my love life right. If
Right.
not, I'll just be on my phone on the 14th and I'll be doing God win. Oh, God win, God
say,
win.
oh, love is sweet to some people. Statuses
You get
and all
it,
of
you
that.
get it. So I'm just trying to put my love life right.
Right.
That's
Kobe.
where I have been.
Yeah.
Kobe. It's saying,
I'm not speaking until I get there. Where have you been? I've missed you so.
Kobe, where have you been? I have missed you so much.
Gosh, I've been around,
Hey!
I was just watching you when you were giving him all the accolades, and he was speaking, and his head was like that.
Sir?
Yeah, I was just.
You have a third eye.
Third eye
You're
for.
good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
So today, guys, I have two strong gentlemen in the studio. By the way, Studio 2 TV. Follow us on all our social media platforms, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. Do not forget to turn on your noti button. So as and when we post our videos, you get to watch, right? And share your comments and thoughts with us as well. Okay, I have two gentlemen in the studios with me. I'm the only woman here. How I wished I could get one more. But in fact, my name is facing you.
Oh,
Don't
worry, I'll support you.
All right, guys. Today's question is, should one talk about his past in his relationship, be it new or old? Kobe, should one talk about his or her past in a relationship, be it old or new? Is it advisable to do that?
Okay, big ups to our viewers. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and then subscribe to the channel.
Right.
It's
very
very
necessary.
necessary. Yeah. So, should one talk about his or her past, be it in a new relationship
Or an old one?
or an old one?
Is it advisable to talk about it, your past experiences and all of that?
In Ghana, it is,
Why?
but outside Ghana, it wouldn't be necessary.
You sure?
Yeah, it
I
wouldn't.
thought outside, a foreign land, it's
it wouldn't-
fine.
it
I
wouldn't
mean,
be-
they
it-
talk about.
It wouldn't be necessary outside, but
Okay.
in Ghana, it would be very much necessary
Okay.
because Ghana, Adriano, when it comes to love,
Right.
relationship, there are 2,000 plus questions to be answered.
Sir?
Besides, no, what are we going to talk about when we meet on our first day? What are we going to talk about? What happened?
Do we not get to know each other?
Which is the get to know? No, do we even go on dates?
We do. If you
Oh,
don't,
come
some
on.
do.
The phone is there. Hi, what's up? So, today, what are we talking about? Tell me, what happened in your past relationship?
Come on, you can't just go raw like
Not
that.
like
and
that. Like, I
ask.
mean, as the conversation goes on,
Right.
it will come.
Okay.
In Ghana, you don't have anything to talk about. How was work? Have you eaten? What are you doing? So, when was the last time you spoke to your ex? It
Really?
would
It's a
just come.
question you ask?
Yeah, people do.
The last time you spoke to your ex?
But you see, when we go outside,
Right.
we don't even have that time. Babes, let's go to the movies. We go to the movies. We are focused on the movie. Let's take a walk around. We take a walk around. We're talking about work, money. But Adriano, let me borrow Trini Jonas's words. When you come to the farm here, we are always thinking about farming.
Okay.
So,
All
so Ghana here, it is necessary, but
Okay.
outside,
It's
I
not
don't think,
really.
yeah.
Can't. Should one talk about his or her past?
I mean, I was trying to put something
Experiences.
together whilst he was talking.
Right.
If you should ask me, I think the short answer would be yes.
One
Yes.
should?
Yeah, you should.
Why?
It's important to talk to your new partner about your past relationships.
Okay.
You get it. But then my key point here is would depend on what you are sharing.
Okay.
You get it. Would depend on what you are sharing. It might feel awkward at first, but then it's perfectly fine to speak about your past relationships.
well, I personally don't see the need to.
I second you on that.
I don't see that.
I mean,
I
these,
mean, listen.
these people will tend to use it against you
because
one way
it
or
is
the
gone.
other at a particular time.
Whichever way, whatever happened, it's gone.
Right.
Listen. If it's done in a conscious way, it would help you understand your new relationship better. It would help the
Are you
person
not-
understand you too better.
Really?
Let's take it from this standpoint. You are coming from a relationship where if your guy screams at you, the next thing is beating.
Okay.
You've met this new guy. Every time you guys have a conversation, he starts screaming. What do you think would happen next?
Well,
Maybe you have
developed.
developed some kind of phobia for noise
Right.
because after the noise you expect beating. This new guy is also shouting at you. You don't think you will start caving in for that relationship too? If it's done in a conscious way, I mean, there are things you cannot talk about.
Where the
Things like
conscious way is.
you should let him understand. You are not talking about your body counts. In my past relationships, I mean, I've slept with 4 guys. I've slept with no.
No,
It
it
comes
goes,
in.
yes,
It
it
goes
goes to
one
that
way.
extent.
That is why I mean you should do it in a conscious way. There are things you can talk about. Talk about your fears.
Okay.
Grand.
I'm
You
listening.
know, Ghana here, what you are talking about, fears, strength, weaknesses.
Do they mind?
I've said this on the previous episode that there's one thing about we here. I think most people jump into relationships when they are not ready. If you are ready for a relationship and you are looking for a lifetime partner, things like this should be put on the table
Okay.
because you are coming from a place where you have your own story. I have my own story. We want to have a life together. If I don't understand you, how do we move forward?
I mean, is that not where one tells you this and that is what I like. This and that is what I
That
dislike.
is what I
But
meant
to talk
by
about
that is what I meant by sharing it in a conscious way.
Talking about
Okay.
your past with your current partner,
Right.
I feel it creates some kind of enmity. It creates some kind of comparison, some jealousy sense. be like that.
Jealousy, I don't think, but
You understand? Because
I mean,
once you tell me, once we start talking about your ex,
right.
I feel it will go a very long way. It will get deeper and deeper.
Okay.
You understand? Now, if there are some positive vibes you are talking in there, sorry, and I
Well-
am not getting that positive vibe,
Okay.
definitely I would have a question mark.
Okay.
If there are some negative vibes there, and I also have some of those negative traits, I would be forced to be very cautious in
Okay.
dealing with you.
Right.
You understand?
So you
Okay.
see, if you are talking to a girl who always gets beaten up by the ex-boyfriend, and you are a woman beater, you know that that is not a girl for you.
But you will still go
But,
in
but
for
here lies the case: you both have agreed to move,
to have a relationship.
to have a relationship.
I feel if things are done appropriately, it would help you understand each other better.
So it's advisable.
So then, if I'm getting you right, then what you are saying we should do is we need to sit down, talk, know ourselves before we move into that relationship.
Most definitely, we
And
should.
how many?
What to what I
many?
want to know, to what extent, what are the things we need to talk about and things we need not to talk about? Because you
Okay,
see,
so we are-
I
we are-
know
we're not gonna
I
do-
know of people who said everything that happened to them
Yeah.
to their partner,
Yes.
and they used it against them.
Yes. So that is why I
So-
come in.
so then-
that is why I come in that it is not necessary.
You see,
It is not necessary because
you see, most often people come across like they are ready for relationships. People come across
Do
like
we
they are-
have a flag for that? That
Of
I'm
course,
ready, I'm
people
not ready.
people look like they the people come across like they are ready for relationship, but then there might be a whole different agenda.
Grant.
If you've met me, listen. If you've met me, and I'm telling you my story, okay, so I am Grandmaster. I've met you, Nana Konidi. You are somebody I'm interested in,
Okay.
and I'm telling you, Madam, you are someone I would like to live the rest of my life with. Nana Konidi, my previous relationship, the lady I had, I sponsored her through school. I helped her finish her course, helped me finish my course. I
Okay.
helped her finish her course. I set her up with some business.
that might be you do. She not saying you.
Come on,
I mean-
Kobe.
I mean,
Come
my brother,
on.
I mean, love makes you do things like that.
Yeah.
Unless you have never
Love no
loved.
catch you
Maybe
before.
you do.
Unless you have never loved.
Ono kwa no be no se na oye n'anim na ibi you go do. Ono ano be. He's the first person to even do it.
You have to
Seriously?
let
He will be the first to do it.
you have to let people understand your fears.
Right.
If I don't understand your fears, how do I treat you right?
Okay.
But Grant, I feel
I wouldn't want to be, excuse my language, an asshole like your ex. My place is your safe haven. I would want to treat you better.
Grant, I feel if it's in the past, let's allow it be in the past.
Absolutely.
Now, let's study each other. Then we build a whole new thing.
Absolutely.
But once the past comes in, it creates some kind of fear. You
There's
understand? It creates some kind of
there's
fear.
one thing about the past you should know.
Okay. Which is
It's a blow inevitably yours. The earlier you encounter it,
Grant, it will come.
it would.
No,
I'm telling
we
you.
are not saying personally, I'm not saying like it wouldn't come.
Okay.
But once in a while it passes through.
Of
fine.
course.
Not like
But
a serious convo.
Nana Konedu,
Not
to
like,
tell-
not like a
if you
convo.
if you
I
sleep,
don't know. They use it against them a lot.
that is what I
a
told
lot
you.
of the
That is what I
time.
meant by you should
Most
share
of
it
the
in a
time,
conscious way,
most.
Grant,
and you should be very
Grant,
cautious about
looking-
what you are sharing.
Nana,
How
Nana.
would you be conscious of what you are sharing?
There has to be lines that you draw.
we're lying.
What kind of line will that
What are
be?
you drawing
Okay.
the line with?
Okay, okay. So let's say this: you are in a new relationship.
Right.
There are things you know you don't have to say,
Okay.
like your body counts. If you are entering a relationship and someone is asking you about your body count, I am telling you, run.
Run, eh? Okay.
Machine use womo.
Okay.
Akekpeni omo. If I tell you my body count, it won't change anything.
Okay.
The people I have slept with in the past is none of your business.
But you know,
But you know
you
that
you know-
there are some partners who would want to
Nana,
know the number
we are
of
Ghanaians.
guys
We
you
are
have been
Ghanaians.
with,
We are
the number of
Africans.
ladies
It
you've
is
been
wrong.
with.
You understand? So the last time I mentioned something, I was like, the youth of today, we are not serious when it comes to relationship now.
Okay.
Now, relationship, the youth of today has become like a competition.
Okay.
People are rolling with wisdom. So the ladies are coming in for something, the guys are going in for something. So definitely,
Is it with that, just to ask a question based on what you're saying, is it not because people have been in terrible relationships? So Kobe, based on what you said, I would want to ask you this. Is it not that people have been in terrible relationships that the new one they tend to venture into, they want to be the benefit or the beneficiary of everything good?
Nana.
They want to reap just the benefits of all the goodies in the
So
relationship.
personally, if we start talking about our past,
Right.
that is what comes in mind.
Okay.
You are in for something, but not for the love. Because if you are in, love is pain.
Okay.
Love hurts. So if you are in, I was having a convo with a friend this morning,
Okay.
and he made me understand. Say, see, the ladies with the work plus or
And then
then no, him personally no make him mind say he go marry yet. So he just they
so
do
why
some.
waste? You see,
So
you
he just
see,
they do some.
why
they do
waste?
them
No.
go. So you see,
that's your friend, eh?
that is the mindset.
Your friend. So why waste someone's daughter's time?
That is the mindset they have now. The youth have now. You know, our time it wasn't like that.
Hey, anyway,
Genuinely.
okay.
If
You
you
understand?
listen to what he's saying now,
Okay.
you'd understand where I'm coming from.
No.
If you should have a proper sit down with this guy, if you should have a
Talk
proper
about
sit
past,
down
my past,
and you talk
things I
about
have been
and you talk
through.
about
Things I have
this
done.
this guy is someone who is always telling the new lady what happened and even creating faults.
Okay.
You understand? So how then do I believe what you are telling me
Okay.
is the fact?
All right.
That is
Coming
where the comparison, the fear comes in.
Comes in.
Because you are telling me something. I don't know whether it is true
Okay.
or not. You are telling me the guy shouts at you, the guy gets mad at you. Now, every human being has a little bit of anger.
Okay.
So once you are telling me he gets angry at you, if you do something and I am even compelled to get angry, I'll be forced to what? Swallow the anger.
swallow the
that is
Okay.
that is what every relationship
All
entails.
right.
Before you step into every relationship, it's always not 100% probability.
It's always not
Very good.
100%
And that is why
probability.
you
Guys,
don't
let me
have
take
to
a few
talk about
messages.
it.
Okay. I'll come to you.
Do.
All right. So, Roland says, I don't think it's necessary because at the long run, they will someday use it against you.
That's a childish mindset.
Really? Okay. Agosha says, I guess you can do it. Judith says, certain things must be kept confidential. It's not everything you let your partner know
I
about.
agree to that.
Okay, Mark says,
We are Africans.
it
Once you start,
depends. You can't meet someone today and fall in love and start talking your past relationships with him or her. It shouldn't be done. But you can only say it when you have known, when you have known that person enough. Can be even 5 years before you talk about your past, even if it saves you. You can't meet someone recently and start acting up all sad and be spewing, out everything to your partner so early. Me, Sav, Anka, you go bore me already. I don't want to know. All right. Mark do not want to know. Amwefi says, some things are better left unsaid. It might cause problems. I mean, if you are happy now, why talk about your past, especially if it's about something you know that can ruin the relationship you have now?
Okay.
Grant,
So
you are on a probability. I don't
Yes.
know what kind of probability that is, but
listen to this carefully. Every relationship is a risk.
okay.
Until you get into it proper, you don't know what you are in for.
Okay.
We can be exchanging our loves our various private parts can be touching each other. But then there is no assurance that will last. I feel if we have a proper sit down,
Okay.
we look into the future, I feel Nana Kodedo, I'm compatible with you. We have something going. We should sit down, put our cards on the table. In order not to get surprised in the nearest future, we have to talk about some of your fears, some of your do's and don'ts. If we don't talk about them, and in the nearest future, something of that sort comes crashing in, you would cave. I'm telling you.
Grant, the sit down is money, you know. The sit down is money. Because that time I'm supposed to use it to sit down.
Okay.
I'm always narrowing myself down to
Okay.
where we are.
Okay.
Ghana.
Okay.
I wouldn't have that time.
You see, that's the problem. How do you
So how
expect
do you
to
know
build something if you don't have time?
exactly?
So
How do you
that
know
is
your
why-
partner?
Is
that
it-
is
it's not
why-
a virtual
that is
relationship.
why-
No.
That is why
Absolutely not.
we have communication.
What kind of communication?
Now hold on.
What kind of communication
hold
will
on,
you be
hold
doing?
on, hold on. We sit, as he said.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you have something to do, I have something to do. So we could chat about it, right? Now, before we moved in, what food do you like best?
Okay. I'm not
You get-
interjecting. I don't like it if someone WhatsApps me and, hi, what's up? Have you eaten? I don't like that thing.
We are not talking about just someone. We are talking about your partner.
I mean, my partner should ask me that. Well, okay.
You feel your
He
partner
or she
should not-
should. It makes sense.
Oh, it's caring.
Sir,
I mean, I
this
think-
kind of caring you're talking about, Kobe, and you won't make time to sit out with your partner
Kobe,
and know each other.
The only reason why you would want to ask somebody if they've eaten is you can provide something if they tell you they haven't eaten.
Grand anchor. Give me an anchor.
I'm
there.
telling you.
Say
so
it
I'm
again.
coming. Are you asking me have I
Tell
eaten
them.
because you want to keep up a conversation?
Because you need to eat. I'm just reminding you.
Oh my days.
All my days. All my days.
I'm just reminding you. Maybe you are too busy to get something to eat. So I'm
Really?
reminding you. Yeah. No.
But it's
that's
not in a
No,
way.
but- so
it's not in a good way to
wherever you
to
are,
have-
how are you
to have the
expecting
means
me?
to-
Wherever you are, how are you expecting me to come get you food like within that time? I'm
Transaction,
Time
bro.
I'm the
transaction, bro.
Oh, Sika. Oh, and there's any problem. But see, to sit and talk about your past
Okay.
or your ex, as I said earlier, once you start something, it would continue.
Okay.
You understand? So to avoid the long and short, when Grant was speaking, he made mention of body counts. It should be taken out. You don't have to talk about it and what. But once you start,
You should talk about it.
it will get there. And
Most
the
definitely.
fact that you have spoken about some, you have been able to answer some.
You
Definitely,
will
if
be
I
pushed.
ask you,
You will be pushed to say things you aren't
Some
ready to talk
some
about.
I
To
wouldn't
say them.
even ask you.
You would be
tell
ready
me.
to spew them, Grand. It works
You
like
see-
that.
you
Once
see,
we have been able
Kobe,
to talk about the scream, the shout, the
Kobe.
anger, the thing, definitely we would be in bed one day and you would tell me something.
Kobe,
Right.
I'm the type of person who believes in dialogue. You get it? In order for the relationship to work 50-50, dialogue has to be key.
So 50-50, as in trust.
You get it? Dialogue has to be
Is it a key word they use there?
You see,
Trust.
Kobe,
Listen,
let's
listen.
Grand.
Dialogue has to be key.
Okay.
Dialogue has to be key in every relationship. Regardless of how you feel about someone's past, you can never erase it. You want to understand your partner better. You want to find new ways to love them better. You have to understand their past. Maybe you don't want to deal with their past and it has worked for you. I'm not against that.
Okay.
Maybe you have found ways to work around it without having to venture into the past and it has worked for you.
Okay.
But I am telling you from my standpoint, dealing with someone's past, making sure they have conquered their fears before entering into a new relationship is the number one goal for me
Grand.
before entering into every new relationship.
How would you know?
So-
Just to
so-
ask,
so-
Kobe,
so-
I'll,
okay,
Kobe,
so-
I'll come back to you.
Okay.
Just to ask.
Nana
Grand.
Konedu,
How would you know?
I am your doctor.
Okay.
I am trying to give you a prescription for where you say it hurts.
Okay.
You are telling me your neck hurts. Meanwhile, it's your hand. Who are you hurting? Yourself.
I think it was the question I wanted to ask you. How would you know the person has or have totally healed?
Thank you.
That is what
That is where I wanted
related
to
into the
hit.
doctor's problem. Okay, so I have told you I am interested in you. I have made you understand that you are the person I would want to spend the rest of my life with.
And that is where they will tell you, let me think about it.
so you see,
I'm thinking of, but
Because aside even the thinking about it, no, before someone will say yes to you in this era, they've done what they need to do.
I don't
I've
understand what you're
if
saying.
you don't do your due diligence
I've
before you
forgotten
get into the
about my
relationship,
past. That
it
is
would
why I
end.
want to move on.
Okay.
So if I am
No,
still,
it's not everybody who
if I'm
forgets
still
about
holding
his or
on
her
to the
past.
past, if you are still holding on to the past, and you say you've moved on in a relationship, you are not in a relationship.
Okay.
You are doing a try and error thing.
Okay.
You are trying to get someone who would hold you and then console you whenever you think about the past. You understand? But once you've forgotten about the past,
Right.
that is where you can come in clean.
So it's absolutely not right to talk about your past.
No. They come with the fact, say, for transparency, for trust, for what? Chairman, if I trust you, I trust you. If I don't trust you, I no go trust you. See, you go feel go heaven, bring God down. I no go trust you.
Okay.
It makes sense on his perspective.
Right.
But then I'm trying to let you understand from my standpoint that
Okay.
if we don't deal with your demons from your past,
Okay.
they might come hunting.
How do you
How
deal?
do you deal?
Kobe.
We are humans.
Kobe, let me please. How do you deal with
So you see,
someone's demon?
if you genuinely want to move on from your past,
Okay.
you've sat home for a while. And yes, I will break it up last week, and this week you are starting because you have people who do that.
Oh, but now
There
they
are
now they
people
know
who
why.
are-
Yeah, there
No.
are people who do.
There are
It's
people who
even
even
the
have-
norm.
They
There-
get spare tie cry.
You understand? There are people who are always online saying, "I'm here for you." So
Right.
the moment they clear you 24 hours, boom, new relationship begins.
Right.
You get it. So if you are one of those guys who have been caught in the middle from an old relationship, Obi Oja and the boyfriend last week is starting a new relationship with you this week, you might have to sit down with the person and clarify with them. Because from all you know, you might just be rebound.
Would the person tell you that I left?
You see, that is where you have to dig for yourself.
How do you do that?
How do you do that? You sit with the person. It doesn't necessarily mean say we'd have to sit down like how we are sitting now.
Okay.
The sitting could be done over a period of time.
Okay.
From their doings, you can even tell if the person is in for real. Because Kofi made mention of the fact that someone might even want to jump in the relationship because of competition purposes. Because Adra got a boyfriend last week, and now this week Adra is driving a new car.
So I also want to. also want to have a-
Abena has seen a new guy, and
Okay.
for the next week, Abena has a new iPhone.
Okay.
So it is pressure for Adra.
Okay.
You get it?
Right.
Let me chip. Let me come in. So, how do you know what the person is telling you?
It's
is the
true.
truth?
I mean, it's the same
Now,
thing. I asked that. How do you know?
one thing I have
How
noticed.
do you know?
When you were speaking, I picked something. You can't change an individual.
No, at
That
all.
is a fact.
The individual needs to give him or herself.
That chance.
I like
Right.
the.
And even with that chance, you still can't change them.
I like the
until
fact-
they
I like the
change
fact that
themselves.
you said the
understand?
individual
so,
can't
Grant,
change.
Grant, hold on. So even if the person should tell you about the past, and you are in the same line, there is no way he or she can change you.
Right.
Okay.
But
So-
rather to manage or cope.
Absolutely.
You understand?
Absolutely.
So what then is the need to know it?
Deep,
How do-
I'm coming.
Personally,
Okay.
I know
Deep-
myself.
deep
I
down.
know this is who I am.
It makes sense.
Right.
I have picked someone's daughter. Definitely, I am not supposed to get things the way I want them or the way I used to have them. But right now, we are two. So I would have to manage. She would have to manage.
You both will need to
We
compromise
don't
for
need
each other.
to go back and then.
That's
the
understandable.
other time with my ex guy, he eats okra and I eat tomato. So you too, you have to eat tomato because it's stressful to cook okra and tomato. No.
Okay.
It's understandable.
It's understandable. What you're saying.
I
is
am not
But
disputing
to
that
talk
fact.
about things that
There are things that
give
matter.
you torture.
Nana Konedu,
Things that
I want to make sure that
get you
I am
on
not
the nerves.
inheriting someone's demons.
Okay.
Because
So you want to talk to the person
Yes,
about it.
Grant,
But how do you know
everyone-
that whatever your partner or the
okay,
other
so
person
so
is
I'm
telling
coming.
you
Let's be realistic.
the
here.
truth?
Everyone
let's
coming
be
has a
realistic
hidden
here.
demon.
Let's be
And
realistic.
you
here.
know, before I forget this, I tell you what I want you to know.
Okay, so I'm coming. I'm not disputing
is
what
one
you guys are saying, but listen to this. Kobe, Nana Konedu, if you see a good thing, won't you see it?
Hey!
Physically, you should see it.
If things are working for you, won't you know?
You
Oh,
would
come
know.
on.
Unto
If
know.
things are working,
Onya
for you,
kwala.
you
Unto know.
Of course.
But
yes. So
you know,
so
some-
that is
it
why
looks okay.
you don't have to come and tell me, say, oh, my ex was like this, my ex was like this, my ex was like
This
that.
is what most people do, and they give their all, and maybe 6 months, a year
And they
into the
get
relationship, then they start
disappointed.
realizing the demons.
Grand.
A blow inevitably yours, the earlier encountered, it saves you from further inconvenience.
The same way the dualistic of a man can never be twice pressed. Chairman, the thing they say, as you they come, the person get hidden demon.
I would want to know.
No, see, the
Kobe, I
person
want you
won't
to give
tell
me an
you.
encore. What did you
I
say?
would- I would
Extra
want to
words. What did you say?
A realistic of a man can
I'm
never
telling
be
you.
twice pressed.
Okay.
You understand? See,
Grant, you want to know this.
Grant,
You would.
Grant.
You wouldn't.
You see,
You would. I'm
see-
telling you for a fact,
you
you
would. You
You-
see, Nana Konedu with J plus here, no? See, physically we know she's beautiful.
Okay.
She's vocal.
Okay.
She always likes to eat in the morning.
Okay.
But there are things we don't know about her.
Right.
You understand? The same way you are moving into a relationship
Okay.
with Nana Konedu, she chooses to tell you,
The
Grant,
things I want you to know.
I have dated.
I asked the way I want you to.
I have
See
dated.
me.
I have dated Marge. Marge was like this. Marge was like that. She won't tell you everything.
There are levels to
The in totals of everything you
There are
want to
levels
know.
to every settlement. It depends on what cards you have put on the table. You want to
In what sense?
in the sense I'm
It's
coming
heart
to
and
land.
heart.
Okay.
It depends on the cards you've put on the table. Listen, Nana Konedu, we are not doing the kwanchem boyfriend and girlfriend. This is a sit down something. I have seen your parents. We are trying to take our relationship to the next phase. We are not doing the normal sleepovers. How are you? Where are you? Are you coming to cook for me this weekend? No. We are trying to make a life together.
Okay.
This is someone you are obviously going to spend the rest of your life with. Why wouldn't you want me to know the things that move you and the things that don't make you tick?
The things that move you are your personal things.
Right.
It has nothing to do with relationship.
It is for better, for worse. The two will become one.
Grand. Her
I need
strengths,
you to-
her weaknesses,
Guys.
what moves her,
Okay.
what fails her, are her personal
Guys,
stuff.
I need you to understand this thing.
Make me.
It's different when we want to be in a relationship and you tell me your do's and don'ts. I tell you my pros and cons
Okay.
and we move. And it's different when you want to know how my ex was.
Very good.
The things he used to
No,
do.
what do you need them for?
So
What
you
makes
see,
you? I
you-
that
I-
there
I
are
can be your
people
man,
who
watch
are-
your back.
you think I think the whole thing has been conflicted.
Okay.
Because I started by saying things should be shared in a conscious way, and there are things that shouldn't be put on board.
Okay. How do you curb things that shouldn't be put on board? Because
Nana Konedu,
seriously, when it starts with-
let me start with some of the questions
want to
I will
know
ask
you.
you. Listen.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay, so ask it.
Okay. Okay. So this
You
is
should
it.
talk to me.
Nana Konedu,
Hi.
Hello.
I am very, very interested in you. I see myself building something genuine with you. Over the period of time we've been going out now, I think every single turn, every single move I make, I count on you. I wake up every morning and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. My whole day, my whole life, my whole month, everything, every single turn, you are involved.
Right.
I would want to take this relationship to the next level. But I have my fears. Nana Konedu. I am a broken man. I am a man who is coming from a very bad place. I'm coming from a very dark place. I wouldn't want some of the things that occurred in the past should happen with you too.
Okay.
I am the kind of person that is very, very clingy onto people. I wouldn't want to lose you because I feel we have something genuine going on.
Okay.
You should share with me some of the things you wouldn't want me to repeat.
Okay. Then that is where.
Come in.
Kobe, I'll allow you to talk. That is where I would want to tell you that. In my
So from
past
the I'm coming
relationship,
from the way I sounded now.
this and that. From the way you sounded, I'm responding.
Okay, from the way I sounded now, you can hear how genuine I am trying to figure
you
life
know-
out
Yes,
with
I
you.
would
But,
know.
but you know, all you
Mind
said,
you
all
mentioned
said
that
was
you
personal.
don't want to. So, Grand, with what you said, you mentioned that things that has happened in your past. Then I will be curious. I would want to know.
Then you have
I
to
will ask you.
Yes.
So what happened? She didn't treat you well, eh? Sana start you.
So
But
that
say
is
now,
why.
okay,
Very good.
Okay, can you
See?
also can be an
No, very good.
No, listen. I started by telling you, this is me putting all my cards on the table. This is me wanting to do better for myself and for you. This is me wanting to be treated right. This is me afraid of what has happened in my past.
Then I
not
would want
repeating
to know.
So because
I
because you wanted to speak about it, that's why
I
you
want to know.
started.
That's
Then
where the
she would
questions
be
comes
forced
in.
to.
That's where the
You understand?
curiosity comes
Now,
in.
yes,
And I
now-
want to
now
know.
He will tell you.
Yes.
As to whether you will tell him or not. Fanfu. You get it?
then it means you are not ready to go for it.
No, so you.
I am
So it
listen,
means-
listen. I am not about to ask you how many guys have you slept with in your. That's excuse
Some
me,
people
that's a
Grand,
stupid question.
once you
Some people-
start,
there are a
you
lot of
get
people who
there.
ask.
I am telling you, that
They
is
will
a stupid
ask.
question to ask.
Nti mmɛma dodoɔ sɛn na ɔne
Once you
ɔmo
start,
nante?
you get
Mmaa
there,
dodoɔ
bro.
sɛn na
I
ɔmo
mean,
nante?
I mean, who in their right
Ɔmo ni nia-
senses?
you-
Listen,
Even some of the questions go like, so with all your exes, who was your favorite?
Who was your favorite?
you see, these are not
They
men.
ask.
These are
Who
not
was-
men asking questions.
Not
These are
even
boys.
men. It's not just men. There are women.
Now,
there
Konedu,
are
if-
women
if-
who ask.
There are women.
I'm telling you
who
something.
Oh,
listen,
God,
listen.
there are
If you
women who ask
if
you
you
that.
are if you are an audience right
Amongst
now, listen.
your ex, who is your favorite? Did you?
Dear viewers, if you have any relationship going right now and your partner is asking you, did you enjoy sex from your past relationship? Who was your? I beg you are dating a girl or a boy. That person has no right to a relationship. I'm telling
Now
you.
the sugar daddies are even asking more than the boys.
So listen.
You said
That's a
sugar
play
daddy.
thing.
Sugar daddy, yes, that's a girl.
You understand what I'm
No, I
saying?
mean, like, yeah.
No, like the sugar daddy I said, I meant the older men.
They will continue.
That's yes, we know.
They will continue
They
suing
would
them.
ask.
They will continue suing them.
Miss
After the most, right?
But you know, on a serious note, Grant, once you start something, automatically you would go.
You wouldn't even know
See,
you are
you wouldn't
getting
even
there.
know you are getting
Woman
there.
wants a three sometime. Now see her.
You understand?
Things you don't want to say, you say them.
Sometimes these things are unplanned.
Well, I wonder why you people seem to have forgotten that our brains work differently.
Grant, these things are unplanned. Once you start telling me something and you choose not to tell me the rest,
Right.
it means there is a question mark.
Right.
So
Our-
in
our brains
order
work differently,
for
trust
you
me.
not, or for there not to be that question mark, don't start at all.
You
Don't
see,
start
See,
it at all.
I
You see-
trust you. Babes, I love you. Oh, we've spent time.
If-
we've come
Okay.
to know each
if
other.
you realize that love is not enough in a relationship, it will thrive.
Okay.
When we come to a realization that love is not enough for every
But
relationship,
is love even enough?
it's never been
you
enough.
can't have.
Never.
You can't.
have all
Of course.
You can't.
So you will
On
need
that
dialogue.
note, I'm coming. Patrick says, it depends. Some details may not be necessary, but one has to be honest with your new partner.
God bless you,
To
Patrick.
have
mention
a
of it.
healthy
God bless you.
relationship, one needs to be honest.
Thank you.
Okay.
So I made mention of that. They use the term trust and transparency.
Transparency.
See,
You see,
I would want to
you
know
see,
everything
that is
about
that's
you.
what
listen,
is that? See,
listen.
even your
plain.
parents do
Be
not
honest with
know.
me.
You are growing. Your parents don't know everything about you. So how then do you know everything
In the
about me?
context of everything, they are not asking you to tell them the condom types you use.
Hey, Grant.
Bro.
Me no real name.
Grant.
Me no real.
I'm telling you.
Indirectly,
the fact, you are able to tell me my ex has temper issues. My ex has he's picky.
Kobe,
my ex,
wouldn't you want to be treated right
Hold on.
in your
my
relationship?
my ex doesn't like this
Everybody
food.
would- everybody wants
Once
to
you
be
are able to
treated
talk
right.
about the bad
But-
ones, you should be able to talk about the ones you enjoyed. He is good in bed. He can last
No.
for 4 hours. He can,
Okay.
You see, now how would you feel if your woman you're about dating tells you my boyfriend can go like 3 hours in bed?
Maybe I
Whereas
want to make
you
one
know,
3
say,
hours.
2 hours
Oh, yeah,
can
the-
move to me.
yeah.
What are you going to do about
Yeah.
it?
So then
Yeah.
you would know, say that is not the woman for you.
Okay.
Then
Because this is a woman with mileage.
No, then you do what?
This
No,
is a woman
hold on,
with
hold on,
mileage.
Hold on, then you do what?
You boot.
You told her you love her.
If it
You
doesn't
both.
work,
No.
if it doesn't work for you, you just go.
No,
That is
hold
what
on.
I'm
You
saying.
walk away.
So
You walk
don't
away.
let-
So
you don't
okay,
let
so
that-
you jump into this relationship not knowing this woman has mileage.
No, you don't let that.
This is a woman that 1 round ends no, 2 rounds ends no, 3 rounds ends no. Come me can also best any 1 round. What are you saying, my
You
brother?
don't let that be a ground. You understand? So then
Dialogue
don't
is
listen
key.
at all.
Dialogue is key.
Once you don't listen to it, you know you will definitely find a difference.
Dialogue is key, my brother.
But you can't tell now. You tell the because the lady told you she wants 4 rounds and you're able to go 1 round. You break up with her. No,
My brother.
bro, no.
I'm out for better way for more.
See. I'm out for better
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
same way you would want to change someone, the same way you can change this.
So
one.
what, you
no,
start
no.
starving
Like-
them sex?
You don't starve her. But you
Kobe.
communication.
Kobe, probably you've forgotten.
Mafa.
Look, you can never change.
Definitely.
You can't.
You can never change. So I like the fact that you're saying you can't. It means if somebody
Mileage.
becomes okay
Mileage.
4 rounds or 5 or 6 rounds.
That is
makes it
fantasy.
so-
So management.
Her or him.
You also manage.
Oh please.
That is fantasy.
Sorry to
You
differ.
manage.
No.
Ariana Edo.
High libido.
Edo.
Hey,
It is sweet.
okay.
It is jomo. So
Guys,
you
let
go
me have
once.
your
The
final submission.
person want to go again.
Libido eba mi, eh?
Even
Kobe,
if-
let me have your
even
final
if you no go
submission
fit
on
go the
this.
30 minutes give am, you go fit go the 15 minutes give am.
Okay. Your final submission on this.
So me, what I want to say, see, the fact be fact. Never talk about your ex or your past relationship with your new partner. It's bad. See,
Okay.
it kills the relationship. Me personally, if you tell me that I feel you've hidden some things, the trust will die.
All right. Okay. Grand.
Well, I share his opinion.
The calmness for me.
You understand?
I'm
I share his
sure.
opinion. But
I'm
then
sure.
there's one thing you would have to understand. I personally, I believe in dialogue.
Okay.
I believe in order for anything or any
It doesn't work in
relationship-
Ghana.
In any relationship to work, you have to come to a consensus and understand the project you are both on.
Okay.
It should be a 50-50. Kobe, I want this from you.
Okay.
This is the direction I want our new relationship to go.
All right.
I have tried this and I've tried this and I've tried that. And I realized that it didn't work out for me. So in this new relationship, I would want you to put your cards on the table. You understand? I look into them. We are talking and I've just realized that you are someone who enjoys 4 rounds. Grandmaster, my bomb in more than I'll do 2 rounds. Is that okay with you? No, Grand. I can't be. Let's be honest. Let me calm down. Let's sympathize with each other. I'm listening to your fears while you are listening to mine.
Okay. To my director, I want to borrow 2 minutes. Grant, on
You
that
can
note,
never sympathize when
let
it comes to
me
love.
borrow 2 minutes, I beg, with what you're saying. Grandmaster, I enjoy 4 rounds. You like 2.
She's speaking.
You know when you talk about
she's
that-
speaking the truth.
When,
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening with a
when
sharp
you
ear.
when you talk about guys, don't mind. I have 2 cabinets in the studio today. You can imagine. When you talk about that, do you not feel or think that then I would want what my ex does to me in the bedroom?
Okay, so this is the thing. If he was good enough, you wouldn't be sitting in front of me.
Oh, come on.
If you are
It's
also
not all-
enjoying where
it's
you
not all
are,
about
you
good-
wouldn't talk about the
It's,
past.
it's
listen,
not all about look,
listen,
it's not
listen,
all about if you
listen.
like a man she and a because they are not good in bed. No. It takes a lot of things.
Oh yeah, people do.
No, but it takes a few minute of them.
Okay.
Minute. It takes a lot of things. If you're not consumer,
It's not about sex.
honor. But then I like it when
It's not about sex. bro.
but I love it when we are in the room. Like he's crazy. And I would want my new partner or the new relationship should be that.
But Germany,
If we should talk about
Germany,
I like
me-
4 rounds and
Germany,
you can give me 2
because I can't be
rounds.
crazy, I'll start beating you.
Okay.
So you see, there are a lot of things.
You want crazy. I don't know that crazy.
I would take a page out of a friend of mine's book. So he's the type that when they start getting kinky and all that, he can wear the wife's panty
Aww.
and wear the bra. You see, things to spice up the relationship.
Yes.
And my guy, they tell me this is my guy, Charlie. Quite I can't feel now. Quite wife, you're second hand rough. You understand?
Okay.
It spice things up.
Right.
It's nice.
Okay.
So you see.
I can on get woman.
So you understand if the girl no tell him some of his fantasies, this is you trying to reach there.
Okay.
Grant, this be
Want to
things
be
you
the
go
absolute
know.
best for
This
your
be
partner.
things you go know.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I did this with Grandmaster and Kobe. And to you, our viewers, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and comments with us every time we post our videos on our platforms. Charlie, the feedback Thank you. We appreciate it. Just tell us again what you would want to see different. I would want to know what you would be doing on the 14th of February. I would really want to know. Are you going to give somebody a chocolate? Grand, are you giving someone a chocolate? Your chocolate should come to me.
It would. Most definitely, it would.
Yeah, it should come to me. Kobe Adeng. Oh, jealousy go kill you. Until we come your way again. This is where time permits us to end the show. Kobe, please.
I'll give my chocolate to Babel.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Babel is a sister.
Yeah, I'll give
Thank you. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel. And whenever we placard our videos, you are the first to watch and share your comments and thoughts. Till we meet again, my name is Nana Kunedu. Enjoy love, because love, that's all you need. Love City. Bye.
Studios 2 TV. The truth is here in your eyes.